sit still, you gotta switch gears. Love yourself cause you a big deal. They big mad cause you big blessed. Got a big check. Yeah, don't stress yourself. Protect yourself. Invest in self. Express yourself like how you feel. Tell me how you really feel. Let the trauma go. How you feel? Tell me how you really feel. Let the trauma go. I know you traumatized. You got a storm inside. I know your daddy hurt you. I know your mama lied. I know you wanna find light in the summertime. I watch you come alive. Woman, you're so divine. Like whoa, pain, hurt, stress, worry.
Hey. Yeah. How y'all feeling this morning? We are going to tap into the full moon in Gemini energy and get some of this good blessings and maybe even a lesson. Who knows, right? If y'all don't know, I am Yodie Sky. I am the soul's therapist. Don't box me in. I don't like titles, okay? We heal over here. That's what we doing. We talk about healing. We talk about how we gonna use this energy to heal so we can upgrade. Right? I'm gonna just see who's gonna come into the room. It's my first time going live on TikTok. And of course, I'm not live on my own page because, you know, I don't have 1,000 followers yet. So can y'all, you know, like Yodie Sky, if Yodie's House of Healing, you know, if y'all rock with me today, if y'all get a message, if it resonates, right? The astrology for this full moon is insane. And I'm very much tapped in. I am a Gemini moon. Okay? So I'm very much tapped in to the energy. The insaneness is this full moon is opposing the sun and Mars in Sagittarius. And it is squaring Saturn in Pisces. Squares are challenges. We got things to overcome. We got things to learn. Gemini represents the third house of the mind, okay? This is how you communicate on every level. This is the internet. This is email. This is all words that come through your mouth. It's your throat chakra, right? It's all of these energies. Saturn is about that discipline. It's about those life lessons that you have to learn. And Saturn is in Pisces. All right. A lot of this is about how to properly close cycles. A lot of this is taking discipline on how to get to the next step in life. Pisces represents the 12th house, right? This is where we are closing cycles. And this is just the first year that Saturn is in Pisces. So we got another two years to learn, right? As it moves through Pisces. But this full moon energy with Gemini being all things communication, and this is short distance travel. This is how you learn. This is the energy of your siblings, everything around you in that third house, in your immediate community. All right. And there can be some communication that goes awry, right? Because the ruler of Gemini, Mercury, is going to be square Neptune. Neptune is retrograde, and that is the planet of illusions. It is also the planet of unconditional love. It is the planet where it is a higher octave of love, because when you are unconditionally loving to somebody, right, it is like delusional, okay? When you unconditionally let somebody walk all over you in things. And this energy is going to teach you how to set boundaries. Okay, this is about setting boundaries, letting people know where they stand and not to cross the line. Because remember, the sun is in Sagittarius with Mars. All right, and that is the ninth house of your growth, ascension. Right, this is where we are going into an ascension, and this is rapid fire ascension. All of this energy, because not only that, over the next 3 months, we are going to be going into a deep healing phase as we have Chiron nearing the North Node. The North Node and Chiron are going to come together. And this is a course correct. This is putting you on your path with the North Node and Chiron in Aries, the first house of self-awareness. You're going to be doing some deep healing over the next 3 months. And that's going to be important for you to realize and understand. This is about self. Always when I'm talking about healing, it's about self. We don't really focus on other people, because once we start focusing on other people, we start to lose sight of what we got going on. So I like to talk about us, right? And we are going to get into it. Heavenly Father, higher self, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, archangels, and the universe, we come to you humbly, offering gratitude and thanks for the many lessons and blessings you have gifted us. Please continue to shine them down on us. We ask that you remove any curse and break every chain placed upon us and turn them into blessings. Allow us to open up and receive everything that is meant for us. Continue to release the things that no longer serve us as we walk in our truth. Again, we are forever grateful and thankful. All right, let's get into it. What energies would you like the collective to pay attention to this week, as we do start the week off with the full moon in Gemini? Full moon in Gemini is tonight, tomorrow, depending on where you are. Eastern time is about 4:16 a.m. All right, we got the third house coming out. That's what we're talking about. That's where this full moon energy is. Thank y'all for the confirmation. This is the messages. This is the downloads. We talked about the communication. And always, as a spiritualist, you know, you're going to get those downloads. You're going to get that communication during the full moon from your spirit guides. Make sure you guys are tapping in. Make sure you guys are doing your meditation, drinking water. Full moons are for releasing, letting all of those things go that no longer makes you grow. And this has a lot to do with communication. All right. Think about how your communication self-sabotages you. All right. Think about how you react to certain things that's being said, instead of internally taking in the messages and not responding. All right, 10-10, endings and beginnings. Let's get it. Okay, we do have Jupiter returns energy they want y'all to pay attention to this week. And of course, right now the moon is in Taurus. It's got that conjunction with Jupiter. Okay, and Jupiter retrograde. This is all about going deep within, right? Releasing the beliefs that no longer serves you. And Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus, is your second house of self-esteem, your self-worth, right? How do you feel? How do you think about yourself? What no longer aligns? What story are you telling yourself, All right. Your thoughts, your words. This is the full moon in Gemini. It creates your reality. All right. And this is where we are shifting. Okay. We talked about this energy. Look at them coming out together. Okay. We got the North Node with life purpose, and we got the South Node with life debt. All right. Remember that. The North Node is in Aries. We just talked about it coming into a conjunction with Chiron over the next 3 months, doing a deep healing, course correcting you, putting you on your right path. And this energy is opposed the South Node in Libra, where we have those life debts when it comes to contracts, karmic relationships, all of those things that we need to let go and release so that we can move forward. The South Node also represents those spiritual gifts that you guys tap into as you are healing. Yes, we all have spiritual gifts, okay? And this is that, tapping into that energy. And we got that Pluto energy at the bottom of the deck. Currently, Pluto is still trining. Pluto is trining the moon, with the moon being in Taurus and Pluto is in Capricorn. And it's time for that release, that transformation. This is all within. What no longer aligns in your mind. How you communicate, how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself. Course correcting, getting back on the right path. That's the transformation in this full moon in Gemini, right? Rewiring the mind. What do you listen to? What is your intake, right? What do you listen to? What kind of music? What TV shows do you watch? What books are you reading? What are you intaking into the mind, and what no longer serves the mind? These beliefs, these things, releasing. Okay. Let's see what healing is the Gemini full moon bringing towards the collective. Whoa. I love y'all. I love y'all for the confirmations. We do got inner child out here. This is a 16. This is a 7. We in the 7 year. We're closing out a 7 year. All right. This is doing some deep inner child healing when it comes to that energy, right? And because we have what we talk about. Say what you mean. We have an 18. That's that moon energy, right? In the regular tarot, but that's a 9. Closing out those cycles. Say what you mean and meaning what you say. And we releasing that victim consciousness because we warriors over here, right? How are you a victim? Because nothing is happening to you. It is happening for you, right? Because you're learning from your lessons so that you can ascend into a higher level. This is all about saying what you mean. That 3, that 12 breaking down to a 3, that's getting in alignment. That's releasing that victim consciousness. That's being able to see the silver lining like I was talking about. This is about you being able to see how you self-sabotage. Okay, this is some shadow work because Gemini, we got to rule the shadow. This is where the shadow and the light comes together. Gemini has 2 parts of the mind, and that's a part of that inner child healing. What we got at the bottom of the deck, look, they say have faith. That 2-2, that's a master number. You are mastering this. You are learning how your words create your reality at this time. If you are constantly blaming other people, how are you taking accountability for how you got to where you are at this point? That's a part of inner child healing that needs to be brought in at this time. Sometimes we do react off of hate and malice, and we're not listening to the words that are being said. We don't internalize them properly because we already have filters of hurt and pain. This is a time to release some of that hurt and pain and lift the filters so things that are being said, things that you need to see, can be internalized in the heart space. Because that's where the inner child lives. That's where the inner child thrives. Ooh. All right. Let's see what we're healing through. This Gemini full moon collective energy. We got that envy. Okay. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. That's that blame. That's that looking at other people's paper. What I say over here, we focus on self, because the moment you start focusing on somebody else is the moment you lose focus of self. And the only thing that you can control is you. You can control your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial energies, right? Spirit said it's time for a change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Right? This is the change. This is the growth. This is the evolvement. We are in Sagittarius season. This is the ascension. We got more purpose out here. We just had that with the North Node. I know what I am here to do. This is you stepping into your purpose. Your purpose is to heal through all of that pain, through those filters, to get through that unconditional love. We got imagination out here. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. It's time for you to envision something new. All right? Envision something new. Can you envision a healed, happy you? It starts in the mind. It starts with the imagination. If you close your eyes and you are constantly replaying the pain and the trauma that you went through as a child, because we seen that inner child, it is time for you to fully have a release. It is time for you to imagine what you went through may have left influence on how you move through life. But can you imagine healing those things so that you can move through life more freely, without fear? Can you imagine you stepping into your full self, minus the trauma and the pain that you went through? Can you imagine creating a world where you are thriving? It's up to you to envision these things. And we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. We talked about Chiron and the North Node coming together to bring you very much aware of self. Very much of what still needs to be healed. Very much of what is keeping you stagnant. What are you holding on to? What do you need to release? And remember, this is a full moon in Gemini. And everything starts in the mind. All right, let's see. Main focus for self-love, collective energy, full moon in Gemini. They said y'all just got to focus on it. Focus on that self-love, period. All right. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. That's important. This message, right? If you are not truly loving you, are you giving fake love to fit in? This is about you. This is about your self-love. We have to go through that forgiveness, period. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Forgiveness is for you so you don't stay stuck in resentment, pain, and hurt so that you can flow and move freely. And we have loyalty. Some people be loyal to the wrong people. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Make sure you're being loyal to self. And it's time to take action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. It's time to express who you truly are. That's that self-awareness. All right, let's get matters of the heart. Now, I don't know what's weighing heavy on your heart, but Spirit knows what's weighing heavy on your heart. And Spirit is about to give me a message to give to you. Whatever you need to know. Look, I pulled from this deck, but they already said you need to shift your focus. That's the 5 of Cups energy. Why you crying over spilt milk? Some of y'all lactose intolerant, so what the fuck? That's what I heard, right? It's time to shift your mindset. It's time to focus on your, look at that heart space radiating, that shine, that's that sun card. Things are being illuminated. Things that's keeping you stuck, being illuminated. Feeling hopeless and helpless, needing to let that go. Needing to turn within, needing to take accountability. All right, we're going to get the matters of the heart for the collective energy. Full moon in Gemini. That's that Saturn energy. We got rebuild here with the tower. That's 16. That's a 7. We in that 7 year. We in a rebuilding stage here. You can always rebuild. It don't matter how long it's been. You can always do something today to change your direction. Boom, 7-7 on the board. Spirit coming through. They coming through to move you. You got the Chariot out here. They say they want to move with love. It's time for you to rebuild off love. Maybe you've been moving off your pain and your hurt, and it's time for you to transform and transmute that energy. Take a moment to give my guides, my ancestors, my team. Next, and shout out Archangel Michael over there. You know, just a minute, real quick, how they coming through. Choose your battles. We got another 7 on the board. That's 777. Okay? We talked about your communication. We talked about your mind, what you focusing on. Your communication. Are you reacting or are you responding? It does things, certain things don't even need a response. Choose your battles. All you can control is you. Oh, 777. Yes. 4 of Cups. This is an opportunity. All right? Don't turn your back on this healing. Don't turn your back on this ascension. It's time for you to rebuild. It's time for you to look at where your battles. It's time for you to look at your challenges, what you've been through. Oops. We talked about that. Going in a new direction. It's time for you to spread your wings. 2 of Wands. We got the 7 of Wands. We got the 2 of Wands. That's the 9 of Wands. That's a long fight. That's a long battle. What we talked about, Getting out of that victim consciousness because you're a warrior. You're not a victim. You've made it through every trap. You've made it through every test. You're still here. Every day is a new day for you to get up and do something new. It's time for you to come into balance. Temperance energy, number 14. That's 5. That's all of those obstacles and challenges that you have been through. Those spiritual lessons, those lessons of life. Because, class is always in session. What we talking about? The joy and the stability that you can create by balancing your light and your shadow. What we say, this full moon is in the throat chakra, right? Some of you guys need to speak. Some of you guys need to journal. Some of you guys need to write. Some of you guys need to let it out so it can be known. Some of you guys need to scream. Because life has been so fucking challenging and hard. But be grateful and thankful because you get up to fight another day. When you go back and you look at your challenges and all that you've been through and overcome, this is a chance for you to boost your solar plexus. This is a chance for you to focus with that 7 of Pentacles, where you put your time, effort, and energy. When you feeling hopeless and you are feeling down and out, remember everything that you have been through. Remember when your back's against the wall, how you come out swinging and stand on top. You got to believe that you are going to succeed no matter what you are growing through in this moment. That's what they want you to focus on. They want you to focus on your strengths, your qualities, the things about you that make you you. When you are very much aware of what you've been through and what you have overcome, and you can look and say, today is better than yesterday, you better have gratitude. You better have thanks. Ooh, Spirit said we coming through with a message. They said we're going to give y'all one more 7. They said we gonna keep going with the message. The Hangman energy, they want you to observe because you need to detach. You need to free yourself from those energies, those confusions with those daydreams and decisions. Remember, I told you, what you think creates a reality. Are you going to focus on the hurt and the pain, the envy, seeing what other people got, being jealous? Or are you going to focus on you and going to get it? It's time for you to confront your shadow. It's time for you to confront what you think about and where you place your energy. In time to take control. Emperor energy. It's time for you to take back control of your life. Ooh. All right, Spirit, come through. All right, let's see what we got for the soul's truth. What is the collective asking themselves in this Gemini full moon energy? They talking about it, and they talking. On whom am I placing blame on right now? We just said this. I love how y'all, I love how y'all, it's confirmation, right? A person who blames others have not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. Y'all just keep giving confirmations after confirmations after confirmations. I love y'all. Am I willing You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is a risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra: it's possible. Oh, y'all coming through with the messages. I love it. When every deck is telling you the same thing, you better believe it. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, we split the deck. Come through. We got White Eagle Ancestor Spirit coming through this week. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be here now, healed now. And we got the Shekinah with the sacred self. Yes, this is about you. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. All right, who is riding with the collective this week? And what messages are you bringing them? Okay, we'll come through then. We got Bridget with inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Talking about taking back control of your life. We have Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. That blue energy, that's more throat chakra energy there. We have Serapis Bay with Ascension. We talked about being in Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. We talked about rising above, not reacting, not responding. That's the Ascension. Confirmation. We have Paul the Venetian. Experience and grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. I like it. We got Melchizedek with higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. We talked about learning from self, going within. This is that higher ascension. We got 2 ascension cards and we are in Sagittarius season. The 9th house where we reach ascension, where we grow. Whoo! Confirmation. We got forgiveness again on the table with Master Jesus. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. We see a lot of family wounds connecting with your lineage healing. When you start healing, you heal your ancestral line behind you and in front of you. Know that. This is Bahavatar Babajah with soul expansion at the bottom of the deck. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. That is that 3rd, 9th house. Full moon energy in Gemini, right? Both the mind, energy, the ascension, the traveling, the thoughts, the higher learning. All right, as above, so below. What do you want the collective to know? Full moon in Gemini. We have a number 14, temperance energy, but that's a 5. In order to get balance, you had to go through some. You had to overcome those challenges and obstacles. We got the crystal path, minerals, spirits, crystal beings. Make sure you're getting your crystals out to charge. We have a number 12, that number 3, the secret of Camelot, the authority of spirit. This is you learning how to command your spirit, learning how to take your energy and own it. Oh. And we have kindred spirits, a number 23 here. Spirit companions, guides, and comfort. Make sure you guys are tapping in to your spirit guides this week, all right? Spirit is coming through to lead you down your path. All right, we got a number 9, We got dances on one foot with the balancing act. That's that temperance energy. We have a dream thief, refusal of the call. The only way somebody can steal your dreams is if you not showing up for yourself. This is about you showing up for yourself so that you can move out of stagnation. We got dust devil here. Number 15. That's devil energy. This 13 is the death in transformation, breaking down to a 4 for your stability. How are you showing up for yourself? How are you commanding your spirit to thrive? Oh, okay. Okay, spirit. And we have the gathering of around with the power of community, a 26. We already talked about this. Your spirit guides coming through. Are you tapping in? All right. I heard somebody is scared of their gifts. Embrace them. Learn to harness them. Journal. You have visions. Write them down. You hear things. Write them down. My ear is crackling. My left ear is crackling right now. I mean crackling. Okay? You feel certain energies. Write it down. Get to learn your gift. All right? Obviously, you've done enough amount of healing to tap in. Because we have the winter's dream with the gestation period. All right? We have another 9 out here. Okay? Things have been birthing as you've been healing, as you've been in the womb doing womb healing, whatever that is. Okay? As you have been healing your emotions, as you have been taking time to self, you have been tapping into your gifts. And Spirit said, don't be scared of them. I was just picking up on somebody. All right. All right, messages for the collective. Full moon in Gemini. Don't worry, guys. We only got a couple more decks, and then we out of here. All right. They said you better tap in and get that knowledge. We got the book. This is like the Akashic Records being open for you guys. Tapping into your spirit guides. Sitting down and meditating. All right. Getting those visions. I already said they was coming out. All right. Pay attention to your dreams. You're getting messages. They're coming to you to show you how you're going to change. We talking about course correcting. What are you getting on? All right. This is a change. All right. That spirit is bringing through. All right. We also have the numerology with precision. So if you are getting those numbers, angel numbers, 444, 333. Look them up. Look up the meaning. Look up the numerology to these numbers. Look up the angel numbers. Look up the spirit guide meaning. Whatever you're thinking about, tap in, because we already talked about this. You got communication. We got dictionary. What we talking about? The full moon in Gemini. This is all about communication. All right. Your spirit guides are definitely going to be communicating with you over this time. So tap in and pay attention. All right, what do we got for the collective? Full moon in Gemini. What do you want them to know? Full moon in Gemini. All right, we got the chalice. We do got some fulfillment coming out here. Okay, we got the herbal kitchen with the alchemist. That's mercurial energy all day, being able to transmute energies. We have tarot cards with guidance. Look, visit Yodie's House of Healing if you would like a session. We do have the magic circle of protection. So make sure you are doing this a full moon. Make sure you are releasing, banishing, cleansing and protecting. This is about your foundation, your home. All right. Bringing in that stability towards you. All right. Somebody could be doing some candle magic under the moon. We got the cycles. Pay attention to the cycles. They work with you. Messages for the collective full moon in Gemini. Messages for the collective full moon in Gemini. All right, we got right action. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. It's time to make room. We have individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. We talked about class B in session. We got liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. We talked about releasing those things out of the mind that no longer align with your beliefs. We talked about you being on your path and your purpose, all right? Dear Lord, help me to trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And there is. We have inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must need to be done. All right, this is you going towards your right path. You freeing yourself, letting go of what needs to be letting go so you can step into your own individuality. And at the bottom of the deck, we have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. We talked about focusing on that self-love. All right, messages for the collective full moon in Gemini. All right, let's see what we got coming out. We got to see the truth in the lie. Open your third eye and be present to all that is not present. You can feel the lies. Don't let no one gaslight you. You know, you know. You know what you have to do. Stop being stubborn and get it done. You already know what needs to be done, so stop procrastinating. You scared for what? Nah, you lazy. Oop. We have love is in the air. Be open to receive love just as well as you give it. Open your heart to endless possibilities. Release your expectations and go with the flow. Flirt a little bit. Show some love. We have new beginnings. Be fearless on this new journey. Never worry. I am by your side, guiding you through. You waited so long and you deserve it. Enjoy it by staying in the present. Stay in the present moment. Ooh, we do have a spiritual gift coming out. We got dowsing. All right, the ability to locate water or emotions using dowsing rods to heal. You could be feeling other people's emotions at this time. The full moons, the energy are, amplified. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have let karma handle it. Okay, take the high road and focus on bettering yourself. Success in life is the best revenge. Don't worry, whoever did you wrong is already losing because they lost you. Remember, what you put out is what you get back. Love heals and hate heals. Message. We just talked about that. Learning how you self-sabotage with your words. All right. We are going to close y'all out with the wisdom of the oracle for your guidance for this week. Well, we got Gemini, full moon. Guidance for the collective. What we have. What we got for the collective. Gemini, full moon. All right. We got round and round. So number 25, that's a 7. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. We talked about this full moon being square Saturn. We have to learn our patterns. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level. Looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, or break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdoms and lessons learned. We talked about that. Confirmation. Relationship message. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time. For you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. They is giving so many confirmations over and over again. Prosperity message. If you're in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that has already happened in the past in your work life, it is because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be a part of your journey to prosperity. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? What are the familiar signs and your responses to them? When you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past, it's a good time to get a coach or a mentor who can help you see what you can't see on your own. Hello. Repeat what works, not what doesn't. Then you will free yourself from the old cycles and cease going round and round. Protection message. Are you refusing to see your own personal responsibilities for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy for this one, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life fulfilled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I mean, everything tied in, wrapped in together. How many decks is going to say the same thing? They all said it. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. I got to figure out how to end this.